Sammy and DeAndre have been able to do it, what kind of matchup nightmares that could be for defenses?
Well, I think we have the best receivers in the country from top to bottom. There's no question these guys can play anywhere in the country. And it's just really special. I enjoy going back and watching film on Sundays just because I don't get to see some of the spectacular plays that they make. But, you know, we have the home run threat every time we touch the ball. And it's just so exciting to watch, and it's exciting to block and play for guys like that, guys that make ties better. And our offensive line has been a work in progress. You know, I was the only returning starter, 4 underclassmen with me this year. But we were able to play well enough to open up the running game, which set up the passing game. And it's just really allowed those guys to execute on the outside.
Okay, we'll go right here in the middle.
Dabo, just to follow up on the class of 2009, that's become, it wasn't a 12-member class, I think through injury and attrition, it's not like an 8-member class or something. I just wonder what's that meant for depth and how's it affected the program? You've been down numbers really for.
Well, as y'all remember, that was kind of a chosen path that we took, knowing full well that there was at some point we were going to come a time such as this, and that's what's probably been the most gratifying thing about 2011 and 2012. You know, I knew in 2009 we would have a chance. You know, unfortunately, we were going to have to start fresh with a quarterback, but I knew we were going to have a chance with some skilled guys to do some things. And you know, we were able to take Spiller and Palmer and Jacoby and ride those guys as far as we could. And but it's been interesting to watch it kind of develop over the last 4 years. And now you're sitting here with a team. We have 11 seniors and 11 juniors. You know, so. We knew we were going to have a couple of years where we were going to be a very young football team. And last year, 42 true freshmen and redshirt freshmen on our championship team. And so it's exciting to me. It's nerve-wracking. It's frustrating at times because they just don't all come at the same stage or pace, and you have to rely on some young players from time to time, and mistakes are made. That's just part of the process. Of getting better for all of us, and you know, but it's been interesting to now have that group of guys as they're maturing, you know. But the thing that's given us a chance, having the amount of that you just couldn't predict 4 years ago, has been the fact that the few veterans that we've had have been really strong leadership type people, and that has helped us tremendously. And a guy like Dalton, for example. As he just said, you know, we got the whole offensive line is gone basically, and he's basically another coach on the field. And he took those guys this summer, and he had them ready for us when we got our hands on them in fall camp. That takes a lot of personal commitment and accountability and unselfishness and all that type of stuff, and that's what we've had. That's given us a chance to be successful. And so, you know, as we look at our team right now, 11 seniors, 11 juniors. So we got, you know, a lot of freshmen and sophomores that have won 20 games the past 2 years. So the expectation, you know, is really to win, and to win at a high level, and to consistently, you know, do your best and all that kind of stuff, and you know, go to class and graduate. And you know, it's been fun to kind of watch the program evolve since that first Dandy Dozen class, if you will, and all of those guys have done a super job for us. You know, look at Spencer Shue; he was one of those guys, and you know, look at how he's impacted our team. So it's been fun to be a part of it, and you know, there's no way we'd be where we are right now without you know, going back to the very beginning with these guys.
We're going to go right here.
Hey Coach, I was happened to be watching ESPN during the season and caught the piece on Daniel Rodriguez and his story. Can you just elaborate a little bit more on him, and in an era where there's some people on TV reality shows that aren't the best for kids to look up to, the example that he sets?
Yeah, he really is. I mean, I look up to him. I'm 43 years old, and you know, I look up to him. It's an honor to have him on our football team. He's a 24-year-old, you know, grown man that has experienced things that most of us could never even dream of, and to see him handle the the challenges of his life, the adversity of his life, and so forth, and to bust through to the other side and continue to persevere, continue to pursue his goals and dreams, and to put into action the things that he had to do to accomplish those dreams. You know, that's what it's all about. He's a great example to so many people. And I think that's probably why his story has caught on so well all throughout the country. Is, you know, people are looking for inspirations, and he's an inspirational type person because of the courage that he has displayed. And as I tell our team all the time, it's about being the best that you can be, taking what God's given you, making the best out of it. Here's a guy that is maximizing his potential to the very fullest, and I just think it's awesome. It's awesome. You know, it's a military appreciation day this year that I will never forget. You know, it really was. I mean, how many people have a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star recipient on their football team? So it's been a great year. It's been fun to watch him grow and mature, and you know, he's not a bad little player. On top of that.
All right, time for one more question. Where are we going to go? Back here in the middle? Okay, right here.
Any lineup changes, new injuries, anything?
We'll put Dalton at right tackle, and
Quarterback.
Malachi's going to be our move tight end. No, we're pretty set, you know, with where we were when we left Clemson. You know, that's about it. A few little guys here and there on special teams, but we'll pretty much go with how we finished. We're pretty thin in the secondary, as y'all know. There's not a lot of bodies back there on board, but we got everything we need. We just got to go and play our best 4 quarters. So we're excited about that.
All right, thanks very much, guys.
Okay, thank you.
All right, 15-minute break.